What's up, everybody? Welcome in. I'm glad you're here. Glad to see new faces and, well, not see new faces, but I'm glad to see new people come on and everything. Please like and subscribe to this channel. Please hit the bell and also check the description below for, different things that I got below. All right. So, we're going to talk about something that I just saw this just a few minutes ago. And it deals with Disney, the company Disney and Pixar, um, and also, well, it deals mainly with a character called Buzz Lightyear. Now, Buzz Lightyear, I think is supposed to be coming out with a movie. I don't know if it already came out or not. I don't watch TV or anything like that much, but we know Buzz Lightyear from the movie Toy Story, which came out they come out in the early 2000s or in the 90s or something like that. I know it came out, yeah, it came out a long time ago. But Buzz Lightyear was a character in that movie, the To Infinity and Beyond guy, and it was a kids film. Now, from what I'm hearing is there's a new film coming out that's starring Buzz Lightyear. He wasn't the star of the last one, uh, but of the Toy Story movie. But Buzz Lightyear is coming out with his own movie. I'm not sure if this is his first one or second one, or I don't keep up with kids movies like that, like I used to when I was a kid. But so this new movie, there's been a lot of pushback. The Buzz Lightyear movie has a scene in it, has a kissing scene uh in it that depicts it's a homosexual kissing scene. I think it's, from what I'm gathering, it's two females kissing in the movie. Um and look, you know what? Disney has been pushing a lot of weird stuff in the past. Well, they've been pushing weird stuff like my entire life. You know, from if you watch Aladdin, if you watch, you know, they've been pushing a whole lot of stuff. They've been trying to push the envelope, you know, like pushing, especially like a lot of sexual stuff. There's scenes in the movie Aladdin where, you know, there's if you look up into the cloud, you'll see the word sex in the cloud. I've seen a video, and then there's another scene in the movie Aladdin where the Sultan appears to have, um an erect penis. I don't know if you can say that on YouTube, but hopefully I don't get banned for saying anything. I don't want to say the wrong words because I know that YouTube triggers, certain words trigger, but so I don't get my I don't want my channel to get banned or anything like that. So I do have to be careful. Disney's been pushing this thing for been pushing different things like to sexualize children for a long time, and I have a problem with that. With It's one thing to tell a story, a love story, but when you start pushing sexual ideas to children, I have a problem with that. Um, and it's not just with the whole gay thing. It's the whole idea of pushing sexual content to children is is a problem. Children shouldn't be sexualized at a young age. They shouldn't have to have the burden to think about that stuff because a child's mind doesn't know how to put those types of things and those types of feelings into a perspective that's healthy, you know? And children aren't mature enough to handle those types of feelings and types of thoughts, and I'm not saying that children don't have sexual feelings or some children don't get those feelings at a young age. What I'm saying is that as parents or as adults, because I'm not a parent, but as adults, we need to be able to teach our children so that they can understand. s- s- Um, I think it's up to the parent. I'll say this. I think it's up to the parent to decide what they want their child to know about sex and what they want their child to understand about it. I think that it's a parent's job to teach their children about that stuff at an early age, just in case, something happened. You never know, because you can't watch your kids 100% of the time. You can watch them and try your best to guide your children, but you can try to protect your child as much as you can. But we understand that there are people out there that are sick, and they're you would hate for your child to be put in a position where they're touched, or they see something that they shouldn't see, that affects them for the rest of their life. And I think it's up to a parent to teach their children before something like that can happen. That way, your child can put those situations in a in a good perspective, where it doesn't damage them, if that makes sense. But going back to the movie, so the movie Buzz Lightyear has a scene in it where has a kissing scene with two females in it. And why it came out this morning is because Disney is an international brand, so different countries get these movies. And I saw China's been telling they've been telling Disney to take out certain scenes in the movie. And Disney responded and said that they wouldn't take out those scenes. They said, yeah, they basically said they wouldn't take out those scenes. And so in the reaction was that China says that they won't allow the movie in their country. So that movie is banned in China, and it's also banned in some Arabic countries. It was banned in China and also banned in the United Arab Emirates. Forgive my ignorance, everybody, but I don't know everything. But it was banned there also. And it's not surprising, because a lot of countries, what countries are thinking about is not necessarily whether they hate or love homosexuals or all that. They're not thinking about that. They're thinking about what it does to their country systemically. Okay? Because this is the thing. Countries think about it like this. People build families. Strong families build strong communities and strong neighborhoods. Strong neighborhoods and strong communities build strong nations. That's the mindset that most of the world has. Most of the world has that mindset. Um, so when you see a lot of the pushback against homosexuality in these other countries, they're thinking about their country not now, but 100 years from now. The thing about homosexuality that systems don't like, I would say systems, as far as government systems, and I'm not talking about American government, because American government is a lot different. But what a lot of countries don't like about it is homosexuality doesn't build. You can't build families. You can't build new tax. You can't produce new families. You can't produce new families. When you have new families, people being born every day, you have tax dollars being created. So if you don't have people being born, you don't have new taxpayers. So that's another big thing. And I'm not going to go into the whole moral thing too much. Um, but that's what's happening. And in the United States, I would say this: the pushback in here in the United States, is because you uh when we talk about homosexuality, that's the one big talk. And the other big issue is what's Planned Parenthood, abortion, the whole abortion topic. Those two issues have long-term effects. So whenever you, I I'm trying to walk this through because I don't want to get into the whole moral side of things, with this conversation. I want to stick to the more systemic mindset, because the whole moral issue, whether it's right, whether it's wrong, and there's different. You can go into different. It's too many different avenues because now you have the religious, uh, your religious values, and then you have your personal. You have maybe personal values of what you believe. Um, and it just goes in so many different directions. And then you got people who misinterpret a lot of things and say, oh, you hate you hate people, and all that kind of stuff. And it's crazy. It's crazy that I have to even, like, try to, like, skip through what I want to say just so that I don't say the wrong thing and get my channel banned. So I'm being very careful, and you know, I don't want to be labeled as hate speech or anything like that. But yeah, in a nutshell, it's really about the systems and what the system needs. The system needs strong families. And I'm gonna say this for black people, whether we agree or disagree or whatever, whatever your religious uh stance is or whatever, if you really look at the at black at at our history, and you really look at what we've gone through as a people and what we're going through now, with racism and police brutality, and the broken we need families, we need strong families more than anybody. We don't really have a community, we don't have strong communities, we don't have we don't have strong we don't have strong communities because we don't have strong families. Our families are weak, our families are broken. We have a lot of single parent homes and all that kind of stuff, regardless of what the situation is, whether it's divorce or whether it's children out of wedlock and all that kind of stuff. Uh, and I'm not saying these things to degrade either men or women, or degrade people who live in these situations. But what I am saying is it damages us more when we participate in or support the system of even the LGBTQ community, whether you love them, hate them, or whether you're part of it or not. It in the long run is not beneficial to the black struggle. It's not beneficial. In fact, it's more detrimental to the black struggle than it helps the black struggle. And I'm not here to even talk about black people and the whole thing like that. I'm just saying that black people, out of any other race, if white people are doing it, if Asian people are doing it, that's them. You know what I'm saying? And they'll take care of their own, or how they believe, or how they feel about the situation. But regardless of that, black people can't afford it. We're not in a position of power. We're not in a position of power to be able to afford to have that type of lifestyle, to embrace that type of lifestyle into our community. We need to have a strong community. We need fathers in the house. We need fathers and mothers living together, married, with children, and bringing children into the world. We can't afford, even when we talk about this whole I'm against Roe v. Wade and all this stuff, and all we talk about it, and we talk about the right of a woman's body and all that kind of stuff, which sounds good. It sounds great on the surface, but in the long run, it doesn't help us. In the long run, all these things are destroying us. And a lot of things that we embrace nowadays in the black community, We embrace the things that are destroying our community. We embrace the things that destroy us 30, 50, 100 years from now. We're passing on a very bad inheritance to our children. But when I'm talking specifically here in America, based on what we're embracing, and historically, we forget that there was a time when Black people in America were the majority population. Of course, we were slaves at the time, but and that's the one reason why they brought all the white people into America and had everybody buying land and all that kind of stuff, because there were too many black people. Black people were the majority during slavery. During slavery, black people outnumbered white people. Um, and that's the one of the reasons why they counted us, the whole five, what was that, five, one fifth human thing, that whole one fifth human, when black people weren't counted as human. Because the reason is because if we were able to vote or and do all those things, we could have outvote the whole country. The black vote really counted uh during slavery and a little bit after slavery. The black vote was very, that's the main reason why they didn't want the black votes, because the black vote was would have changed the whole landscape of America. um that's a little history lesson right there. um but yeah, going back to Buzz Lightyear, yeah, it's very unfortunate that they're putting these things in these children's movies. And I think that Disney needs to take a step back and become family oriented again, and become a company that parents could feel safe, could feel safe with, as far as a lot, not just allowing, but you leave your TV on with the kids, and you don't want to have to worry about them seeing certain things, or certain images popping up, or certain topics being discussed. You don't want to have to worry about that. You just want to put something on for your kids entertainment, or for them to learn and everything like that. And you don't want to have to worry about your kids seeing two men or two women kissing, or them talking sexual, or all that kind of stuff. And I really think that people should really stand up against this, and tell Disney, hey, we're not going to support you if you're going to be doing this. And it's a way of taking rights away from parents, because a parent should have the right to be able to teach their kids these things. Is not Disney's right to teach their kids about homosexuality. If a parent wants to teach their child about homosexuality, that's the parent's right. That's the parent's choice. But it's not Disney's choice. It's not Pixar's choice, or any of those companies that cater to children. It's not their right to teach morals or teach sexuality to children. You know, it's what they're supposed to do is just entertain. So that's my whole spiel, on Disney, and that whole the whole Buzz Lightyear situation. And is really unfortunate. And I'm gonna just leave it there. Tell me what you think about the whole situation. With this whole story, and just go in the comment section. And again, please like this page, please like this channel, subscribe, and share it with whoever you want. And make clips, or do whatever you want to do. I don't care. But and check out the description below. Hopefully there's something below that caters to you. And I'm going to leave off right now and sign off. I hope you have a good day, a good week, and God bless.